Right, how's it? We are here with my oldest mate, Harry.
Hello.
Where are we?
We're at Marsh Lock in Henley-on-Thames.
Henley-on-Thames, which is famous for what?
It's for Royal Regatta.
The
Royal Regatta has been going on here for hundreds of years.
Okay, so this is basically the Wimbledon of
Rowing.
rowing.
What Wimbledon is to tennis, Henley is to rowing.
Okay, so come, let's take a little walk down the Thames. Check it out. I'll turn this camera around. All right, this is the lock, right? This is the lock. People are waiting.
Yeah, everybody queues up to get through the lock at Marsh Lock.
All right, yeah. Check this house over here. It's swing on the tree, right?
Yeah, one of the most beautiful swings you'll see on the Thames.
That is good. All right, seeing that? It's waiting. So, the next, month, we have the regatta starting, right?
So regatta starts with the women's regatta, which starts over the next few days.
Yeah.
And then it moves to the men's regatta, which takes place over 5 days from a Wednesday to a Sunday. And followed on by the Henley Festival, which is a music festival which takes place following the regatta, using all the facilities. And it's fantastic to come to.
And you call it a black tie festival?
It's a black tie festival, so ball gowns and black ties set over 5 nights, and with different genres, everything from jazz club to comedy club to techno. They have a floating stage where the various artists come and sing at.
So this is the lock, right?
Yeah, this is Marsh Lock, and you can see on the left-hand side you've got the ladder to allow the fish to swim up, to go and spawn further up in the river. And of course this is controlled with all the flood defences.
And what, salmon swim up there?
I don't know if it's salmon, but I expect so. I don't know which fish type, but I would expect probably that.
Okay. And the reason the regatta is here, of all places, on the Thames is?
It's the only part of the Thames that has just under 2 miles of naturally completely straight flow of river. So you've got almost 2 miles of absolute dead straight natural contour. So really nice. So it's been held here because of that.
Right.
And the reason it's got a railway line into the town is because the king used to come and they built a railway to allow everybody to get in there.
Right. So it's one of the poshest towns in England.
It's amongst a number of them, probably, yes.
Yeah. Well, right, let's have a look at some of these houses here. All right, so this is an island, technically.
Yeah, there's water flowing both sides around here. And there's a number of islands across the Thames as you walk down through this area of the Thames. You see all the boats starting to wait, trying to get into the Marsh Lock.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool town.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have good weather today as well. It's slightly overcast, but nice.
Right, and then you say further down, you have the most expensive house.
Well, some of
in the UK.
I wouldn't say the most expensive. Across here, the most expensive home being sold outside of London sits just on the hill here to the left, and I believe it was in the region of about £147 million paid for it.
Oh.
They're very expensive. But there's a lot of very lovely houses across the Thames as you go further down. Probably both directions, to be honest.
And that house was bought?
I believe by a Russian oligarch.
That makes sense.
Beautiful little old home here. Look at this one on the left.
Old house, as it says, old house. People actually live there?
Yeah, absolutely. They've got their own private mooring as well.
Yes. Not bad living here. And this is just, what? I mean, driving-wise, just outside of London, really.
Yeah, I mean, you can drive into London or you can get the train into London.
Or you could take the boat on the Thames
You could.
into London.
I suspect there's a fair amount of locks you've got to cross, but you're right. You could get there. And we're heading towards Marsh Meadows now, which is an open area. It's actually a floodplain, so it floods periodically. Actually, it flooded in the beginning of this year. All this area was flooded, but it's just effectively open land. They don't cut it because they want to attract the wildlife.
And then there's a beautiful boat. And then you have these houseboats where people live.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Live right here.
And you'll get more and more of them over the course of the next weeks as the regattas starts up. Everybody comes and moors off here in order to attend.
This is a pretty long house. It is. Very nice. Fish your own dinner. Oh, this is probably the most idyllic town in England.
It's a nice place to live.
Like being on permanent holiday. It's a nice houseboat.
Very nice.
Merlin 7.
Merlin the 7th.
The 7th. Huh?
Some people permanently live on those all year round. And you do have some permanent moorings across here as well.
Can you please buy one? So when we come to visit we can...
Sure, no problem. Let me know and I'll make sure I get one next time before.
Hang over here, rather.
Yeah. That's all. Why not? Why not? You can see there's a split in the river coming up. So in the centre is just an island. And to get to the houses on that island, you've actually got to catch a little boat across. A lovely wooden boat.
Oh, this is cool, eh?
Very nice.
Look at that. Check it out.
Someone's got an horticultural...
a whole nursery on the boat.
a horticulturalist.
The only downside, of course, is you can just enjoy the tourists looking at you and people like us filming you. But, small price to pay. What are these? What are these?
Geese.
Geese. I've seen quite a few swans as well
Yeah,
later on.
Egyptian geese will come across just now. Slightly different colour. Or probably they could be those in adolescence, who knows.
Here's another houseboat. The solar panels. Yeah. Bring the dog, beer. This is much nicer than the London Thames, I must say. I mean, is all that's left of the Thames, this little river, or is there like multiple streams?
The Thames is a very large river. I think it's...
Well, not this bit.
I think it stretches probably over 100 miles. I don't know the details, but I think it's, you know, goes all the way to the Thames estuary, past London. So it's a pretty large river.
Let's have a look. Yeah. These are quite narrow, eh?
Yeah, narrow boats to go through all the canals. And you get the tow paths next to the canals that used to have the horses that pull these boats along.
That's more narrow than my car. Except for this guy. Okay, he's styling. Okay, this guy's styling. Look at that.
Very nice.
That's a hotel.
Yeah, floating hotel.
Surely in the heat would all be.
So you guys claim to be the best rowing team in the world, right?
There are some of the best rowing teams in the world around this area, but it goes all the way down into the Upper Thames area. Leander's very, very good. Upper Thames rowing. I mean, there's some of the rowing clubs all the way through from London all the way through to Oxford. Some of the best in the world. Yes.
Yeah. So what's the prize money if you win?
I have no idea.
You call it the Henley, right?
There are a number of different trophies throughout the last day for all different categories. But it's worth watching. I think you can certainly watch it through YouTube because it's all day.
Yeah. So winning this is like winning Wimbledon if you're a tennis player. Right?
So if you're a tennis player, winning Wimbledon. When we talk to some of the rowers, and sometimes we have them staying with us, the view is that you'd rather win Henley than attend the Olympics. So it's that prestigious. All the families are out.
Beautiful park. Ooh, check how long this one is.
That's very long, eh?
I could live in that.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's a
travel
bit
very
narrow
far.
though. Yeah, but
Doesn't travel far. You'd struggle. That one's a little bigger for you.
there we go. A little boat at the top.
Canadian canoe.
Put my bicycle on the back. No, it's probably a bit slow for my line of travel.
Yeah.
Maybe in 30 years' time.
But I think
Right, let's have a look. So this is This is good living. Is this a restaurant?
No.
Just a booze cruise.
Yeah, correct, yeah. And now you're heading towards town.
Right, there's come the paddle boarders, I see. So you've done this?
Yep.
So obviously there's a speed limit here. And no wake zone and all that, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's a speed limit on the river, but people go up and down all the time.
Yeah.
So first time in Henley?
Yep, not my last.
Very nice. Nice part of the world.
Oh, we're almost in town.
Navigate nice.
What's that, a castle? A church?
Church.
Is that a church?
Yeah, it's a church.
So, how fast do these rowers go, right? So the stretch you said was 1.8 miles or kilometers?
I can't actually remember the meterage, but it's just under 2 miles.
So 2 miles
Just under.
is the race.
Yeah, something
All right.
like that. 1,800 and something.
And then
It might be kilometers.
How many-
In meters?
and then you reckon what? To finish the race?
Can be
12,
anything
13.
12, 13, maybe for 14 minutes.
14
but you'd have to consult Gail, who's a rower, who'd probably know more than I would.
Oh, here are my swans. Oh, look, and the babies. Check it out. Look at that. Hey. That's cute, huh? One, two, three. And there's the mom, then piss her off.
Oh, yeah, she'll let you know.
There you go. Hey. The whole family. Where's dad? Is that mom? I think it's... Thank you.
Tabs absconded.
Yeah, he's making more kids.
There's a very expensive old age home.
Is there where you're going to put mom and dad one day? Or yourself?
Who knows? Maybe you.
Yeah, why not?
Who knows?
It's about 50 years time. Right. Here we are back in the big city.
Ice cream cafe.
Yeah, I want to show you something. So this is, I've been following this. In England they call it whippy. It's always whippy. And I've been past multiple whippy trucks. So it's soft serve that was invented in the US. That by Dairy Queen invented soft serve. That's the company that Warren Buffett owns almost the largest shareholding in. And then I tried a Mr. Whippy, which is wow, hey, Jesus, soz. Right, can we pass him?
Of course. Let's walk past.
Hello. Hey, he got you, boy. Hey, he went for you.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's funny.
They're
you on the ankle.
not going to do anything. On the eaves, go for your laces.
All right, these are the ones you can rent.
That's why I think it's good to stay there because it's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
There's the electric ones.
Oh, look at this New Orleans looking. Yeah, it's called the New Orleans. Go figure.
Yeah,
Oh,
new
these are
electric ones, yeah.
electric guide. It comes with a guide or you just grab it yourself?
No, you grab it yourself.
Grab it yourself.
Yeah. is the famous Five Arch Bridge.
Right, so explain this bridge.
It's probably from the 1700s, Five Arch Bridge, but it's the only bridge coming over in, for a fair distance. You've got to go to Marlow up to Twyford to get across, so the traffic is often bad getting through there.
No, but the significance of this bridge, it was the finish line of the regatta.
It was, yeah.
How long ago?
Oh, I think it was until probably 70 odd years ago. It was the finish line. That's why Leander, one of the most famous clubs, is situated just left of the bridge if you look from the bridge's left, and it right on the finish line. But they've obviously moved it probably 80 metres now, maybe 100 metres I'd say, downstream from the river.
Thousands of onions.
Because bear in mind, when they're rowing upstream all the time.
Well, it's against the current, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that help breaking any world records?
I don't think it does, to be honest. I think
That's not the point.
I think the regatta is unique enough to stand on its own. There's a famous chocolate cafe on the left over here.
Why is the chocolate cafe famous?
Oh, probably for its chocolate. I don't know. What's the whole?
I'll put the pot away.
So if you pause this, you can read all about it. 1786, future of the bridge.
Yeah, I think I'll just email.
Yeah, cool.
Right, that's the end of the walk. If we've got time, I think we should go to the Angel.
So what if we get too much? I'll go again.
I think you deserve a beer for commentating.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should
Alright.
do just that.
All right, let's go.
Right.
Let's go have a beer. Cheers.
Cheers.